CBSE Biology Class 10 Chapter 7 Control and Coordination Part 3. Let us learn the biology chapters through questions and answers, which most of the students prefer. Note that PG here is for page, PR for paragraph in your textbook, and questions are in yellow color while answers in white color. How tendrils of climbing plants circle around a support. Tendrils are sensitive to touch. When they come in contact with any support, the part of the tendril in contact with the object does not grow as rapidly as the part of the tendril away from the object. This causes the tendril to circle around the object and thus cling to it. Write 2 points about tropic movements. Tropic movements are directional. Environmental triggers such as light or gravity will change the directions that plant parts grow in. Tropic movements can be either towards the stimulus or away from it. Give one example of chemotropism. One example of chemotropism is the growth of pollen tubes towards ovules. Write the difference between hydrotropism and chemotropism. To write this answer, make 2 columns, one hydrotropism, another chemotropism. First point, environmental trigger is water, hydrotropism. First point, environmental trigger is chemical, chemotropism. Number 2, hydrotropism, roots of plants are positively hydrotropic. Second point, pollen tubes grow towards ovules due to chemotropism. Give 2 examples of plant movement, one very quick while the other very slow. The movement of the sensitive plant in response to touch is very quick, and the movement of sunflowers or leaves of certain plants like albizia in response to day or night, on the other hand, is quite slow. Growth related movement of plants will be even slower. Write about controlled movements in our body, very quick and very slow movements. Even in our body, there are carefully controlled movements. Our arms and fingers grow in certain direction, but not haphazardly. So, controlled movements can be either slow or fast. If fast, responses to stimuli are to be made. Information transfer must happen very quickly. For this, the medium of transmission must be able to move rapidly. Electrical impulses are an excellent means for this. Write 2 limitations of electrical impulses carried by knobs. There are limitations to the use of electrical impulses. Firstly, they will reach only those cells that are connected by nervous tissue, not each and every cell in the animal body. Secondly, once an electrical impulse is generated in a cell and transmitted, the cell will take some time to reset its mechanisms before it can generate and transmit a new impulse. Write 2 advantages of chemical impulses carried by hormones. This will be slower, of course, but it can potentially reach all cells of the body, regardless of nervous connections. It can be done steadily and persistently. State 2 points which are common for all hormones. They are synthesized at places away from where they act. They simply diffuse to the area of action, not carried through any duct. How growing plants bend towards light. When growing plants detect light, a hormone called auxin, synthesized at the shoot tip, helps the cells to grow longer. When light is coming from one side of the plant, oxygen diffuses towards the shady side of the shoot. This concentration of oxygen stimulates the cells to grow longer on the side of the shoot which is away from light. Thus, the plant appears to bend towards light. The question answers of this chapter, Control and Coordination, will be continued in the next video titled CBSE Biology Class 10 Chapter 7 Control and Coordination Part 4.